Right, so when can we talk about it then?
I'll let you know when I'm ready.
Jamie, you can't just walk away from me.
Look, Gabby, I need to talk to Dawn.
Right, so it's okay to talk to her at work then?
Who I talk to is none of your business. I didn't think you were coming in today.
Why wouldn't I?
Well, I know you weren't happy about things yesterday.
Well, it's still my job. I still need the money.
I was hoping we could talk about it.
I've got work to do, Jamie.
There's just a few things I need to get off my chest first.
If you've got something urgent to say, then spit it out.
Okay, but maybe not here. Somewhere private, the office.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Please, Dawn. Believe me, I really regret everything that happened yesterday.
Well, it's too late now. The damage is already done.
Kyle and Mackenzie are both okay.
If Mac hadn't told you, then you would have killed Kyle.
Look, I was angry. I wasn't thinking straight.
And I told you not to get revenge, and you didn't listen to me.
I promise I'll listen to you next time.
There won't be a next time.
Don't say that.
Jamie, I have told you all I care about is my son. I can't afford to get into any trouble, which means staying away from you because you're bad news.
Okay, well, I admit that I've got things wrong, but I've learnt my lesson.
Yeah, and you need to, because otherwise Kane or Mac will probably put you in hospital.
Glad to hear you care. Look, Dawn, I just want us to get back to being friends.
We were never really friends.
Well, I think we both know that's not true.
Okay, well, it never could have worked out.
So why follow me up to Moira's and try and stop me? Look, my mum and your dad are going to make things difficult for us, but can we at least admit that we care about each other?
Sorry, am I interrupting something?
No, I was just going.
Last night you were all over me and now you're just trying to freeze me out. It's not good enough.
It's all you're worth! Do you really want to know where you stand? Last night meant nothing to me. And neither do you. That clear enough for you?
Jamie, call me. I am not happy. You haven't seen Jamie, have you? I left him a stack of work and he hasn't done any of it.
Well, he's got other things on his mind.
Like what?
Well, I was planning on telling you, but I don't think you're going to be happy.
Where is Jamie?
Just been asking the same question.
I have been calling his phone and I'm getting voicemail.
Guess he doesn't want to speak to you.
He was supposed to pick up Millie today.
I know, I reminded him this morning.
He didn't show up. The school have been on the phone to me.
Well, is Millie all right?
Yeah, she's fine, no thanks to him. I've had to cancel my appointment and Wendy's making a lunch.
So, no harm done.
This isn't the first time he's let me down.
Well, if you'd called me, I'd have collected her.
I've got enough trouble with him wanting to see more of his daughter and letting her down. So you can tell him, from me, if he's going to carry on being unreliable, he's going to get a lot less access.
I'll pass it on.
Not going to defend your darling son?
No, because right now I'm as fed up with him as you are.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, you deserve each other.
You've had your rant. Now crawl back under your stone. Do you know where Jamie is?
Well, this is what I was trying to tell you. He went round to Dawn's place after her.
And why would he do that?
Well, I interrupted them this morning. They were having some kind of intimate conversation. And after that, he's been looking for any chance for them to be alone together again. After she left, he went after her.
Well, it must have been important to make him forget about Millie. You know, he sneaked a girl into his room last night. Means it was probably her.
Yeah, it looks that way.
I have warned him about her so many times, and he still thinks they can carry on under my roof.
Do you want me to ask Dawn what's going on?
Oh, she'll just lie. Same as him. I think this is something I need to investigate myself.
Oh. What are you doing here? I've not got a shift this afternoon.
Yeah, well, it's not really about work. thought we could finish our conversation.
There's nothing left to say, Jamie.
Dawn, there's no point denying it. I mean, if you didn't care, you wouldn't have followed me up to Butler's, would you? So, you may as well admit it.
Well, even if that is the case, you know what my priorities are, and you can't be one of them.
Look, Dawn, I know what it's like having a child taken away from you. I understand what you're going through.
No, you don't. You and Andrea know a middle-class version of this, where expensive solicitors do the job for you. You have no idea what it's like for me trying to deal with social services.
Well, so then tell me.
What's the point? It's not you I need to convince, it's them. It's just, every time I'm getting close, I find there's another box I haven't ticked.
Well, it sounds like you could use a friend right now.
You're not gonna get that?
No, it's Mum. She can leave a message.
She doesn't like being ignored.
That's why I do it.
You two are going to be in serious trouble.
You've been with Dawn. I guess you didn't mention it because you're ashamed of her.
I don't have to report to you on how I spend my day.
You do when I've just had Andrea bending my ear about you letting my granddaughter down.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
Then wake up and smell the coffee, or we could lose her. Andrea is threatening to cut access if you keep letting her down. Any more mistakes and she'll get her solicitor on you.
It won't happen again.
Well, I'm not sure I can believe that, when the most important thing in your life seems to be visiting that tart. Was it her you snuck into your bedroom last night? Huh. Guess it must have been. I don't want her in my house again.
I told you, you don't get to tell me who I see.
You're obviously going to be a great help round the place.
Well, I knew she wasn't the sort of girl you want your son mixed up with.
Yeah, well, too late to stop that. Like I said, he sneaked her into his bedroom last night. Best thing I can do is make sure it doesn't happen again.
Well, yeah, but they'll just do it round her place. Considering her old job, she knows how to trap a man.
Sounds like you don't like her either.
No, she's way too full of herself for my liking.
Shame Jamie can't see it.
Well, you know what blokes are like. They've got brains in their pants. While they're working together every day, he's going to get tempted.
Unfortunately, it's the wrong time for me to be sacking her. Her dad's my grandsman, and he'd be upset if I fired his daughter.
Well, you can't let them get away with it.
Well, if I can't sack her, I'll just have to find another way to get rid.
Supposing I wanted to show you how useful I can be.
Sounds good. You got a plan?
Nope. But I'm working on it.